Well, guys, it is. Yeah, somebody said in the comments, "Is it my first stream since March Madness?" Yes, it is. It's my first stream. I've been meaning to stream. Oh, we've got an Arabic fan in here. Wow, that's great to see. An endorsement. Uh, yeah, it is my first stream. The stream will definitely be about sports, right? I mean, man, you can ask me about whatever, but I see a lot of people that normally join my streams. My hardened fans. The Freedom Tower is here. Alt right meltdown incoming. If Trump loses, should I just ban myself? Congrats for what, man? Am I watching the MLB drafts? I'm not, man. I can't say I am. Yeah, on Social Blade, you're right. It does have me as a sports channel, which it doesn't really matter. I guess I don't know. You followed me for the stadium videos. Yeah, man. I've been meaning to talk about the stadium stuff. There's no stadium news right now. There's no stadium. So I mean, I'd make stadium videos. I would. I make a video about the Athletics tomorrow or something. Apparently, the Athletics are just another mess going on there. Dude, I'm gonna have to. What are you even saying here? Can I get a mod in here? Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought he was writing messages in like Arabic. Your liberal voice makes my yeah. Well, should I do a liberal turn? should I become a liberal? To a million? I don't know about a million, man. Love the stadium vids, yeah. Any Redskins name updates? They're not going to change to the Redskins, man. I can guarantee it. Hi from Australia. You know what? An Australian went first overall in the draft. I did see that. And we do have our goddess here. Look at this. It's been reported Jill Biden stealing Donald Trump's Secret Service. It causes Trump to get shot. She's our god. She's the president. I love Jill. Do another election prediction map. I mean, I don't see, what do you mean? After Trump got shot, maybe I'll do one. Yeah. Talk about January 6th. Yeah, well, here's the thing with January 6th. It's come out now. I mean, I'm so obsessed with January 6th. I'm changing my birthday legally to January 6th. That's how I'm so obsessed with it. The new Mr. Beast video was a big event. I don't know about Mr. Beast. He wants to run for president. I've never liked Mr. Beast. He's so power hungry now. Noah recently subbed. Thanks, man. Will I get NCAA 25? Yeah, I will, and there are problems with that game, including the dynamic lighting not being in it. Meaning if you have a game at 3:30 and you're playing, the shadows don't move across the field. They failed to take out Trump. Next, they're going to start wars. Well, that little scrawny kid, climbs up there. He's like, 70 pounds. And the dude, the counter sniper is like, can I take the shot? And I guess they told him no. But then people were saying, well, maybe he didn't want to take the shot because he was nervous. What if he accidentally hits the dude? But I mean, obviously, if you're scoped in, you know that, you can see. I mean, they killed him right after he shot. Yeah, Jill Biden is an amazing the first female president. This is groundbreaking. This is huge stuff. She took Trump's Secret Service. This woman is a badass. Your birthday is... You change your birthday to January 6th. That's the thing. We're so obsessed with January 6th. I was at church earlier today. It's like I have to, it's like I just worship and pray to the January 6th gods. Please stop this terrible event. Oh my God, January 6th. Me for president? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Is it weird that I never knew who Mr. Beast was for years? Well, it's probably better off. Mr. Beast, most of his fans, 90%, he has this fake persona like he's some big shot because he went on Rogan. 90% of his fans are 5 years old. That's why he never has these big meetups. He did it once and got embarrassed because they were all 5. And he literally, like, he was doing a meetup with all these fans, and he had to go out and, like, buy them sippy cups because they were all 5-year-olds, like a million people. And he's like, these kids can't eat my burgers. They don't have teeth yet because they were they were toddlers. Do you think any way Trump can flip New York? Dude, I wanted to see like a poll with Trump +5 in New York. It'd be so badass after Trump gets shot. And I will say this. Obviously, it was not staged. We know that I mean, everybody knew that it wasn't staged. It was only the lunatics saying it was staged. But you can actually kind of understand. I mean, this is literally out of a script. Trump's moves slightly. We've got the... Where is this thing? Oh, well, here's this. You can see this breakdown. This is a pretty good breakdown of... the sniper from here. So look at this. The sniper shoots. It goes behind Trump's head apparently and clips his ear. It goes behind his head and you can see the bullet. And I'm sure everyone's seen that video. And then, I mean, it's crazy. You'd think they'd be able to take him out. They were looking right at him. He climbs up there like a little salamander. They've got eyes on him. They told him not to do it. They told him not to shoot. I don't know why. Oh yeah. People were saying this is him. Dude's like saying fuck fascism, but that's not him. Imagine if it was. I'll be a Secret Service. I got to get a little bit more. I got to get some more muscle. But you know what? This is more muscle than those women had. Actually, those women did have more blubber, so they got more muscle than me. They had more blubber. We will never have another president like Trump. Well, yeah, that's for sure. Where's that one? Oh, here it is right here, the head turn. Now, I don't know if this is true. They make things dramatic, things like that. But this is crazy if this is true. Daddy, what are we doing? Hunter Biden. Dude, Hunter Biden is running things. He's a beast. Do you guys remember that movie they made about Hunter Biden? I think it was, someone joined my channel. I appreciate that. What was the movie they made about Hunter Biden? And Joe Biden goes up to Hunter and he's just like, "You're a Biden. Act like it." Do you guys like Trump's Biden? Do you guys like Biden's new whisper? Is Biden's whisper good? Am I hitting the gym? It's been about 8 months. It's been maybe 9 months since I went. It's been a little bit of a break. No way, you're streaming. Hey, what up, man? I do remember you. From Oregon, right? Chili, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Yeah, blubber is not said very often. I do say blubber quite a bit. It's a big word in my vocabulary. Hunter Biden, dude, they've reported Hunter Biden he's the leader. They said he's the leader now. He's in all the meetings. He's advising Joe. This is one of the greatest stories in American history. The comeback from being a crackhead. He leaves his cocaine in the White House. Some nerd picks it up and they cover it up for him, which is great. And now he's leading the country. This is amazing. Biden's creepy whisper. Yeah, that's his new signature. Imagine if he did the whisper tonight when he was speaking. I got news for you. I'm still going to win. Has Biden made a statement? Yeah, he made one tonight. He mispronounced like 5 things, but you know what? We're trying to bring the country together, so we'll let it slide. Mikey, what's up, man? Yeah, man, I had been meaning to do the live streams and really talk with my fans. It's just been... Well, yesterday I was going to do one. The Trump thing happens. I was like, I don't know. It would just be me reacting to a bunch of Trump news. I'd rather talk to my fans when I do live streams. Hunter is the smart... Yeah, Hunter at this point is the smartest Biden. Someone asked me about Trump's VP, and yeah, I think it probably has to be handled differently. Maybe I'll do a video on it. It's very interesting now. Trump is an inch away from dying. They can easily take him out. I mean, this is... it was an 80-pound kid. It came so close. So you need a VP that they're scared of. That's why it might be Vivek, although I don't think, listen, in terms of strategy, I've never thought it should be Vivek just because he's basically Trump 2.0, but it does look like it's probably going to be JD Vance. They're trying to I guess I understand JD Vance, but it can't be Burgum. Not after yesterday. You can't do, Burgum is a lost cause. Imagine Burgum leading. There's no way. That's a Mike Pence token thing. Gavin Newsom will replace Biden. No, that ship has sailed. Chuck, the news now is that they're sticking with Biden. Nobody wants it because after Trump survived and did the fist, the Democrats have now admitted they can't win. And look, they're going to try and win. Obviously, it's an election. It's a two-party thing. They think they have a 50% chance, whatever. But now it's Biden has like a 78% chance now. Nobody wants it. What Trump did was so epic. They even admit it's epic. You don't want JD Vance, Tulsi. Yeah, dude, I like Tulsi a lot. I said it should be Tulsi 3 or 4 months ago. I know that was a big story. But in terms of winning an election, actually, I think Trump's going to win either way. So that's why he might just choose Vivek in case he ends up, something happens to him, God forbid. Need to look into the Spurs arena situation. You know what, dude? If there's a news article on the Spurs, I'll do a video on that. Those videos do very well with the Spurs. The Browns videos can do well. But I do like that Spurs situation, the new arena. We need some renderings on something, Byron Donalds. Yeah, I guess it could be Donalds. If you're going to go with someone like that, you want the black vote, I get it. But I would rather Vivek over Donalds. But I get it if you want the black vote. I think Tim Scott is also there, you could say, for the black vote. But he's kind of I don't think it's going to be him. Trump is going to win the election easily now. Well, listen, I've never seen something like this. He turns his head and just the epicness of what happened. They were saying it was staged and fake. It was all their cope. Now they're coming out saying the kid was a Republican. Why would the kid shoot Trump if he's a Republican? Trump's seen as a hero within the Republican Party. It's just cope. None of it makes sense. It's come out now at the family home. There's a protect trans kid in their window. This kid's a wacko liberal who donated to Biden. It's obvious. Yeah, no. I just talked about that, dude. They had to divert it. If you go back and watch what I said, I've got it right here. I did it at the start. I showed it at the start. Jill Biden was basically hogging Trump's security detail. She's the queen. She gets all the security. She's the president. 200K, that should be a sub goal for the end of the year. Yeah, it's very hard to say, man, in terms of how many subscribers I'm going to get. It's really just an algorithm thing. For example, people were wondering, how do you get 1 million views off of that video? It's just luck, honestly. You would think Trump almost getting assassinated will get me more views, but actually the Biden stuff gets me more views. I think it's all based on the algorithm. It's Russian roulette. Am I on Instagram? No, I'm not on Instagram, man. Marco Rubio as VP. I think that's kind of a dud, honestly. I don't mind Rubio. I don't mind any of the candidates. They've all fallen in line. They're all big Trump supporters now. Love your shit. I appreciate that, Box 9. How do I feel about my channel blowing up this month? Well, I think it's just random, man. Honestly. Paul Ryan VP, the OG. Yeah, Paul Ryan in his debate against Biden, they were showing that. They were like, look at how good Biden used to be compared to now. You like Youngkin? Yeah, they vetted Youngkin. Apparently there's problems with relationship with China. I don't know. But no, I like Youngkin as well. I just don't know. It's hard to really say, where does the Republican Party go after Trump? Is it really Vivek, who's literally a Trump 2.0 in terms of his aggressiveness, or is it back to maybe more establishment with someone like Youngkin? Do you think that younger people should lead America? Yeah, this is what I project to happen. I think it's definitely going to happen with the Democrats, especially if Biden loses this election. The way it's looking right now, Biden's probably going to lose like relatively easily. And again, listen, anything can happen. I'm not guaranteeing a Trump victory, but I'm just saying, the Democrats are going to get really young. I think it might be Whitmer, it might be Newsom. They're going to be in their 50s, I'm guessing. Maybe even their 40s. I mean, they're going to get really young. They're going to lash out. They're going to say the reason we lost this was because of Biden and how old he is. And that is, honestly, it's true. But it's also Trump's just such a badass. He almost gets assassinated, puts his fist up as he's bleeding. You can't compete against that. You're going to lose no matter what. That's why Newsom now, who's basically the pussy boy to the Democratic Party, he's the whipping boy there, and they're saying step up, and now he's even saying, no, I can't do it. I can't beat Trump. He's too powerful. He's too much of a beast. He's too much of an icon to the American people. And now black people have come out and said they support Trump. Trump and Vivek, yeah, I mean, that could happen, But the Vivek thing, it's just like, in terms of helping the ticket, Vivek doesn't do that. He just does not. I mean, he's a Trump 2.0. They don't let you run for president until you're 35, and then the max should be 80. Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think at some point everyone agrees with that, and there's going to have to be something done about that in the future, but there's all these old people that obviously are not going to want that for any position. I mean, really, it should be like 75, man. You think of a 75-year-old, you think for sure 100% they're retired. 100% they're retired. AOC running for president. AOC 2028. Dude, I don't think so. The establishment Dems still control that party. AOC is too radical for them. It's not going to happen. Maybe AOC, she can make inroads in that party, and by like her mid-40s, she might be able to do something. DeSantis has bad views against weed. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think DeSantis can evolve. That's kind of a minor issue. I actually like DeSantis. DeSantis is going to have a revenge arc at some point. And now DeSantis is already planning for 2028. Listen, I like DeSantis, but obviously he got crushed by Trump. I'll admit that. Astros building an entertainment district next to Minute Maid. Not surprising, man. Not surprising. They need a upgraded roof, I think. I was saying the roof is a little bit old. It looks just old. It's like a really fat, retractable roof. But, I mean, that thing's always closed anyways. Elise Stefanik, that's not going to happen. Candace Owens, come on. Mr. Beast, could he run for president? I guess, yeah, he can. He's got the money to do it. Obviously, he has to be old enough. What is he, 26? So it's going to have to be 10 years. Can I check Polymarket president's odds? Oh, no, I know. Trump's up to 70% right now. Trump's at 70%, but Polymarket is saying that Biden is going to stay, and now he's at 70% in terms of Democratic nominee. Kamala has dropped back 35%. She's at like 19%. Vivek pulls in the younger voters. But it's just like, how is Vivek going to get independence? It's the same thing as Trump. What is my Twitter? @RealPatrickMCL. Do my videos get demonetized? That's actually a really good question. I've had to redo several of my political videos and take certain things out to get them monetized. So I'll upload them. They go through the monetization process. I say a trigger word that gets them demonetized, and it says this video is going to earn limited revenue. And so I have to go back. I have to edit it and then re-upload it. But to be honest with you, like most of my videos get no problems. The only ones that get the problems are the 9/11 videos, and they really have screwed me. YouTube has screwed me on those 9/11 videos. The problem is they will review the 9/11 videos. They'll say it's okay to upload, then I'll upload it, and then 3 weeks later, as the video's into the algorithm, they'll demonetize it. Bravada has Trump at -280, Biden at +400. That seems very, very accurate right now. 280 is huge. Ben Shapiro for VP? Well, that would anger a lot of Republicans, actually. Believe it or not. Vivek will run in 2028. Oh, yeah, that's guaranteed. Will Trump back Vivek in 2028? Who is Trump going to support? That's going to be the most important thing because Trump still controls the party. Mike Huckabee for VP? No, no way. Woman on Fox before Biden spoke said Trump turned his head right in time as if, no, yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. If Trump wins Virginia, it's over. Oh, yeah. Do you think Biden is going to get switched out? Right now, I actually don't think so. It seems like after what, well, apparently, and this is what they said on CNN, this is Democratic sources, they said that right now, the people that want Biden out, they're putting all the pressure. They've got to kind of shut up for 3 or 4 days because you've got Trump getting shot at. You've got the RNC. They can't do anything. They have to be quiet for the next 4 or 5 days. Biden has an interview scheduled with Lester Holt tomorrow. Who knows if he's doing that? Ben Carson. Yeah, Ben Carson is kind of similar to Tim Scott. I do like Ben Carson. You know, I remember Ben Carson back in the 2015 primary, 2016. The good doctor is what I called him. He's a respectable man. Do I have any more info about the Legends Tower in Oklahoma City? I actually have not looked into that in a while. The head turn was ridiculous. Will Donald Trump Jr. run in 2028? Yeah, that would be, dude. If Don Jr. runs, obviously Trump's going to support him. The Trump supporters are going to immediately be behind him. That's a great word. It would be a shit show. You're correct. Jill Biden was, yeah, Emperor Palpatine. She is, I mean, she took this Secret Service from Trump. It's amazing. What's up? Thunder, what's up? Yeah, I have not done a live stream in a while. You know, I want to make a video. I know I have to apologize. I put up 2 community things. I said I was going to do a story time video. At some point that will come. I've been having a lot of personal things for like the last 9 months, and I'll do a video on it, but it's real bad. What's up, Mr. Cynical? How much is Trump up? Yeah, but well, right now Trump's got, I would say, a 5-point lead in Pennsylvania. It's going to be expanding after the badass, fist with the blood coming down. It's going to be a 7 or 8 point lead. Trump's up huge in Pennsylvania. He's out of the 3 Rust Belts. That's the one where he's got the biggest lead. And I talked about it last week. I said, this trend is amazing. Do I think Oregon football is overrated? I mean, no, I don't think they're overrated. But you are right. They're kind of getting a ridiculous amount of hype right now. Did my cousin find my channel? I don't think so. VP Youngkin solely to get Virginia, that would seal the election. Well, actually, if you want to be technical about it, it would not seal the election. I think Virginia's only 13 electoral votes. I know what you're saying, though. Like, if Trump wins Virginia, there's no way he would lose Pennsylvania. That's what you're saying. But did I pre-order College Football 25? No, I did not so if you want to play it tomorrow, you got to pre-order it. That's what it is. No, I didn't pre-order it. I should have, because I'm going to be getting it. But maybe I could still pre-order it tonight. I think it's only $70. Make a video. DeVry Hoyas joining FCS. Come on, man. What are you talking about? What stadium are you most excited to see in College Football 25? You know, do you want to know what they did to Hawaii? They gave them an NFL generic stadium that was originally from Madden. Have you seen that? Well, now they're saying they're going to change Hawaii's stadium. But that would be interesting to see that. I wouldn't sleep on the Dems yet. Oh, certainly. Hunter Biden did nothing wrong. Hunter's leading things right now. It's very impressive. Youngkin will not guarantee Virginia. Well, it would be a very big boost in Virginia. If Trump's already nearly tied with Virginia, you would have to think that would be at least a 3 or 4 point boost, considering Destiny convinced you that Trump cut. Well, listen, yeah, I mean, the January 6th obsession, I mean, all these libs, they're changing their birthday to January 6th. It's a worshiping session. And you go to these streams and it's like they're literally laying out the blueprints, trying to like do trigonometry to understand, well, this Trump supporter was here, this Trump supporter was here, this Trump supporter was here. We're going to have World War III with Russia nuking the UK, and we're going to get these people still talking about January 6th. I'm not kidding. RFK for VP. Dude, RFK, I'm shocked he came out and said that he's open to being the Democratic nominee after what they did to him. That's very weak. And there's no way they would pick him for the Democratic nominee anyways, because that party has gone further to the left. They would never take someone like RFK, even though he's a little bit more left. 500 electoral votes. I mean, dude, if that happened like a few days before election night, maybe. Although I don't know with the amount of early voting there is. Will I be streaming election night? I mean, I'm sure probably. Can you even legally change your birthday? I mean, I think it's impossible. You know, but who knows now with the gender changes. Have I seen the BlackRock video of the shooter? Yeah, there's a few things I want to say about that. Number one, how the hell did they find that video? I think that's crazy. It had like 3,000 views, and the dude made an appearance of like the kid. I think they just went to the school and the kid was there, but it's good propaganda. I mean, but I think it was just like they went to the school and they were like, we're filming something. But obviously, I mean, Trump supporters are going to run with it. You saw something about them demolishing Globe Life Field. Yeah, that's going to be happening soon. Imagine it happens. What a waste. Will Jill Biden run in 2028 as a widow? No, we don't want Joe. We don't want. I did not mean to say that, but I don't think Jill's going to run. No. Can Trump just elect me VP? Yeah, I'm actually making a guest appearance tomorrow. I wanted to hide it. I'm getting flown in on a private jet. I mean, into the RNC. I mean, they had to bump out Vivek, and now I'm speaking over him. They had to bump out Nikki Haley. But those snipers were local cops, not real Secret Service agent. Really? I think that sniper was a Secret Service. No, you know what the new story is? The one cop there was a cop, and I don't know if you guys have heard this. I'm sure most of you have. This was the recent thing. I didn't do a video on it. He climbs up the ladder. He sees the kid who's about to shoot Trump. The kid points his rifle at the cop that climbed up the ladder, scares the cop. The cop, I guess, jumps back off of the ladder, and then he ends up going through with it. That's a crazy story if that's true. Kim Reynolds for VP, I highly doubt it. I just don't think Trump is going to... I mean, based on the dialogue, I don't think he's going to go that crazy with a curveball. The biggest curveball maybe would be Tulsi, especially with what she was saying. I mean, there's been some strong statements from her recently. MetLife is not as bad as people think. It's funny, dude, because the European people keep bitching about MetLife. They're like, this is a terrible, terrible stadium. They think the field is bad, but they're replacing the field. Sauce Gardner has endorsed Trump. Yeah, I saw that. Do I think it was an inside job, the Trump assassination? No. Am I old enough to be VP? Oh my God. I think you got to be 20 years old. I'm kidding. Yeah, libs immediately started saying it was a BB gun. They were coping immediately. On Monday, we will find out how much money Elon donated. Yeah, well, Elon has been stealth with it. He hasn't gone, but now Elon, I think he literally formally endorsed Trump right after Trump got shot at. January 6th for VP. Republic World has pics and vlog video of a long hair, hard underbite of Crooks. Really? Is Clay Travis going to give a speech? I don't think so. I mean, you could find the list. It's just all politicians. Europe has completely fallen. In terms of politics, I think they're getting more conservative, but it has been a bit of an issue. March Madness bracketology video. I mean, you know, what is it, an off-season video? Dude, I have seen some crazy things with college basketball. There was at one point, some dude released, he was like on version 40 of a top 25. He was literally like, this is version 40.0 of an off-season. You've done 40 versions of a top 25. What are we doing? Does Trump need a new ear? I mean, I don't know how badly damaged his ear actually got. I would imagine he's got something on it right now. Mr. Beast endorsed Trump. I highly doubt that. I mean, can I have your Discord link? I got to do something with that, man. I will try and get you the Discord link. I'll do it I'll send it out, a new Discord link, as a community post tonight. How about that city in Ohio that got half their population invaded by Haiti? Dude, what is that? That is evil. That is crazy. Yeah, Jordan Addison, again. Well, he blamed his dog the last time. Katie Britt for VP. And Katie Britt's, she's hot. There's no doubt about it. But she's not going to be VP. Will I do NCAA team picks? I mean, when the season comes around, yeah. I'm trying to get a professional graphics package. I don't know who to contact for that. Arch Manning endorsed Trump. I think that was fake. That was a fake thing. You gonna make any gaming vids? Yeah, I might make a few, man. I might do a few. What crypto exchange do I use? Well, a number of different ones, but I onboard and offboard with Kraken, not Coinbase. You think Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast was the shooter? Well, I thought that was fake, and it turns out, no, he actually is trans. I thought Mr. Beast was doing a social experiment. Mark Cuban going to run for the Dems in 2028. Yeah, Cuban's completely fallen off the deep end. They would never do it with Cuban. He's a billionaire white dude. They're done with that. You're good at graphics. Could you make me like, graphics, how they have them, like the scoreboards on different networks? I need something like that. Am I going to make a top 25 poll? I mean, probably not. New Bohemian Grove League. Yeah, I saw Alex Jones talking about that. I didn't watch it, though. I know he went back there. Carson or Scott could be VP. They are very similar. I mean, it could be either one of them. I'd probably say Carson over Scott, at least based on what I heard. But the VP has just gone back and forth and back and forth. I do think that the dialogue is around J.D. Vance. I just have a hard time thinking he'll choose Burgum. Burgum's a dud, and especially Trump came so close, to dying yesterday. Any Ocean Gate videos upcoming? That was a funny time, man. I mean, I don't see the point in doing any Ocean Gate videos. I mean, I did make one like a few months ago randomly. But Ocean Gate, that was a crazy thing, man. Obviously, just the implosion and covering that. Tulsi Gabbard would be good for optics. She would be hard to control. Yeah, there might be some things that Trump would want to do that she might not go along with. Obviously, Trump wants a yes man. I think Vance would be a yes man for sure. I know, Vance originally didn't support Trump, but just based off of what Vance has been saying. Favorite NFL team? I would say the Browns. Dallas Mavericks had huge sexual abuse issues under Cuban. Yeah, that would be brought up. I can't see Cuban getting into politics. He might do a token thing where he runs in the primary and loses and maybe debates a few times if he really gets the political itch, I guess. But yeah, he's for sure Democrat. Burgum is your classic white country club Republican. Oh yeah, and Burgum's similar to, I mean, obviously Pence was more evangelical, but Burgum's kind of like that, just get, Trump wants someone, he's just going to get out of Trump's way and not really make a fuss. Kristi Noem for VP. Yeah, that was crazy what happened with her. I mean, obviously a lack of just understanding there in terms of what she said in her book and things like that. If Trump is elected, does he plan on releasing the 9/11 video footage from security cameras, or am I wrong? Well, I don't think it would be the security cameras. We don't know if there are any security cameras that exist that have footage still. Because those cameras did not go to a cloud. They're not automatically recorded. So, but it wouldn't be the security cameras. I know, we all care about the security cameras, meaning my subscribers that watch my videos and me. But that's not what it would be. Most people care about who's involved with it. Saudi Arabia. It would be like files like that. It wouldn't be the actual security cameras. LeVar Ball, the dude. There's an old name. You gonna post the stream after it's over? Post what do you mean post it? I just leave the stream up on, thoughts on Superman. I like Spider-Man a little bit more. Barron Trump for president. Well, yeah, I mean they've Barron is getting a lot of pub, but he's really young. He's young. He's 18 years old. He just turned 18. Remember the one weirdo dude? I posted this on my Twitter. This dude looks like just the thing you would find in nightmares. He's like, Barron Trump just turned 18, and he has a picture of Barron Trump's birthday, and then he says, Barron Trump just turned 18. He's fair game now. Josh Shapiro making a presidential run in 2028. Yeah, you see Josh Shapiro getting very good publicity, talking about the dude that lost his life yesterday. Josh Shapiro is going to be one of their young guns that runs in 2028. He'll run against Newsom. Whitmer will be involved. Maybe AOC tries to throw herself around there, but I don't think they would pick AOC. Yeah, Trump's ear looks like it just hit like the far side. Joe Rogan for VP. Well, I think we're all wondering about Rogan. When is the Rogan Trump? I mean, now they got a lot to talk. They always they're gonna have a lot to talk about. But obviously, with the assassination attempt, we got to get a Rogan Trump podcast. Rogan's gonna say, "I'll host a debate: Biden versus Trump." Biden's not gonna do it. Trump's gonna go on the podcast. That's my prediction on that. 270 to win. Updated. Republicans have 251. Dems have 226. In the safe states, yeah, that makes sense. Great content. You're here from the 9/11. Yeah, hopefully I'll have some more 9/11 videos out. The thing with 9/11 videos is I can't upload them immediately. They have to go through checks. So it's like a day later I can upload them. Trump releasing. Guys, when it comes to any files, we have to understand the presidents always say they're going to release stuff and then they normally never do. Maybe Trump will release something now that it's his second term. Trump is confirmed to win now. Trump is a heavy favorite for sure. I mean, how can you, even liberals admit, like, this is crazy, you survived that. Do I think Trump will be okay? Well, I mean, he is okay from that attempt. It's already confirmed. Did I apply for media credential? No, I did not. At the RNC. After yesterday, Trump will go down as the most polarizing. He was already probably going to be that. 500 electoral votes on the way for Trump. We've got too partisan of a country for 500 electoral votes. Senate predictions. Oh, have you seen the Senate stuff? They've got the Senate as a higher chance than even the presidency right now for the Republicans. The Senate's at like a 75% chance of being Republican majority. The House is at like 60. The presidency is at like 67. Yeah, January 6th worse than Hiroshima. Well, listen, they're going to keep talking about it. You have to make fun of it. Chances China invades Taiwan before Trump is elected, I would say close to zero. I think that's going to be a Trump issue, is China-Taiwan. Obviously, the Biden issue is Ukraine-Russia. There's going to be some type of peace agreement that Trump is able to work out. The libs are going to spin it like Trump just bowed down. There was appeasement to Putin. That's how they're going to spin it. Obviously, we want peace. Zelensky's already said he's scared of Trump coming in because the gravy train's going to dry up. And so Zelensky's like, he literally is at the NATO conference. Biden's introducing him. He calls him Putin. Zelensky's sitting there with like a sippy cup, sucking, his thumb, like, Daddy, please give me more money. And I think Biden's like, yeah, we're going to give you like $10 billion more. And so, have you seen what Destiny has been saying? Yeah, he's unhinged. He changed his birthday to January 6th. He's got an obsession. He's literally mapped out the White House, the entire blueprints, and he wants to tell us, like, it's an obsession. It's like, this is he's got like, apparently he's got like a model of January 6th now. It's crazy. Have I ever been to Canada? I have been to Canada, but just Niagara Falls. I don't even think, yeah, just Niagara Falls, the Canadian side. Will Trump end the war when he gets in? The Ukraine war, I certainly hope so. Again, get ready for the liberal spin that Trump's appeasing Putin, but I think he's going to end it. There's going to have to be some type of appeasement. Russia's not going to lose. They can't afford it. They've lost too many men. Russia is not going to be like, oh, we're sorry. We're just going to tuck our tails and go back across the original border. It's just not going to happen. There's going to have to be compromise. They've lost too many people to do that. You've got leaked photos of the crib that they've installed. Remember when I said Hunter Biden screamed so loud at Camp David? That was a good one. Who do I think will be the Republican candidate in 2028, possibly 2032? Well, understand this. Trump controls the party. Who's Trump going to endorse? Is it going to be Vivek, who's right now considered Trump 2.0, a younger version, who might even want to go harder against the establishment? Or is it going to be someone more establishment like Youngkin? So a lot of it depends on Trump. You've been here since 70K subs and it's now doubled. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. "100% chance they will impeach Trump for withholding." Well, they can't do that. They don't control anything. They don't control the House, or they're not going to be able to. They're not going to control the House or the Senate if Trump wins. Will I participate in a Mr. Beast video? I'd rather date Chris Tyson than participate in a Mr. Beast video. You saw Hunter Biden snorting years ago on TikTok. Yeah, probably in the White House. Give Hunter credit. He's leading things. I wish I could find the one thing. This dude is an idiot. Like, literally an idiot. I'm not even trying to be mean. Look at this. Mainstream media, today is a somber day. Nah, you're celebrating. You're celebrating that Trump became a total badass, and now he's going to be up by even more. And this dude, I unless he's like a pro-Trump supporter, I don't think he is. How many homers will Judge hit? Probably like 55. I don't think he's going to get to 60, but who knows? No doubt a lot of the Ukraine money is being stolen. Yeah, well, you're right, John. John, remember when Republicans and Democrats agreed that Ukraine was one of the most corrupt countries in the world back in like 2014, 2015? Love your vids. Thanks, man. What would you do if Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast knocked on my door? I mean, I think you want to get me canceled or something here with a question like that. Why would Chris Tyson? Yeah, no, it's so ridiculous, man. Such a crazy rendering you have up now. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, this has been going around. I don't know if it's exact, because you could say, well, they're just doing it for dramatic effect. Like, we don't have Trump's head movement to the exact degree, but it does seem like it was something like that, where he literally, I mean, that shot was basically on. If you watch it, he moves, and also the wind apparently affected the bullet slightly as well. Have I gotten my 100K? Yeah, I got it. I could post a photo of it on the Discord if you want. Biden's dog. Yeah, dude, dude, I love talking about Biden's dog. Dude, Biden's dog just runs around biting people. The Secret Service tells Biden, you need to control your dog and train it. Biden doesn't give a shit anymore. He tells him to fuck off. Biden's dog just bites everyone now, apparently, running around the White House. They got to put a muzzle on the thing. Favorite video game? I think it was probably Black Ops 1, or maybe like, yeah, I mean, I liked like some older Maddens. Like, I've never played Madden the past 7 or 8 years, but when I was younger, like Madden 12 or something, I don't know. Will Trump speak tomorrow? I think they said he was planning on doing a guest appearance. Obviously, like the main event, I think is like Tuesday, Wednesday. It's later in the week. I think Trump might come out tomorrow. We'll see. You thought the whole Mr. Beast crew were closeted right-wingers from North Carolina? Well, yeah, and if you look at the history of that dude's Twitter, I mean, why am I not verified yet? Verified on what? Have I watched any of the? No, I really don't watch soccer. I have seen that they're having attendance issues though. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Yeah, man, I love zombies in Black Ops 1. Thoughts on Whoopi? I mean, didn't Whoopi admit like so Whoopi in a video, I saw this came out last week. She basically said, I mean, yeah, I shit myself a lot. I don't care that Biden does. It's on video 5 or 6 times, Biden shitting himself. She said, Biden can't complete a sentence, but he's still fit to be president. Okay, honey. And she admits she shits herself. It's just the whole thing's a joke with these people. They're all admitting now, they're all coming out. Biden wears the adult diapers. I mean, Biden seriously wears adult diapers. We have to understand. Once you get 100K subs on YouTube, you get verified. What do you mean verified? You really don't get verified on YouTube. There's no verification thing. Do you think the CIA was involved in the Trump? Well, listen, none of this adds up. We'll see if we can find something. I understand that the official story is going to be, well, I don't even know how they'll swing the official story. Maybe they'll say, oh, the sniper didn't want to take the shot because they didn't have it confirmed. Dude, there was such a, there's some huge issues. Huge issues. The dude is scoped in on somebody that he can obviously see because he killed him like 5 seconds later. He scoped in on someone who is at like the prime time vantage point. If you're going to assassinate Trump at that specific rally with the field right there and just, you know, perch at the exact right area to where you can't really be seen, it would be on top of that roof. That is crazy. They didn't have, I mean, that's the number one spot. That's where you would go. Like literally. It's not like there's big trees around or you got to watch 50 different angles. The Secret Service is supposed to go and scope out the areas, and you would say, all right, we're going to be next to Trump. Obviously, you know, if you're the Secret Service, you almost have to say, we're more worried about people in the crowd possibly doing something. Like, it should be very easy to cover anybody that's further away that goes onto a roof. So there's obvious some problems. Is Trump going to do a basement campaign? Nah, he won't do that. What, because he got shot? I don't think so. I think he's going to show strength. They're going to obviously maybe get, I'm guessing Trump's going to hire secret security detail, or they're going to do something to up his security significantly, and then he'll come back out. Love your content. Thanks, man. What are my sports teams? I would say mainly like the Browns. Jill Biden has Joe on a leash. Yes, but Joe is it's like Joe's not even cognitively there. So it's like it's almost like the equivalent to like a third grader being on a leash. So that's how bad it is. What will has Pelosi said? I'm glad you brought up Pelosi. How about the left doing the whataboutism on Paul Pelosi? I'm sorry, Paul Pelosi has never held political office. He's not a politician. Why are we bringing up Paul Pelosi when Trump gets shot? This is a political issue. But then they're like, what about Paul Pelosi? The assault. Yeah, that's a citizen getting assaulted. That's different. It's all the cope. I mean, Trump was a centimeter away from his brain exploding. They're trying to minimize it. That's the problem. Tucker Carlson well, dude, there were a lot of Republicans. I mean, there were a lot of Republicans doing the victory lap, the influencers saying they called it. I mean, Tucker, I think, probably was the loudest. Alex Jones as well. But there were a lot that said, oh, Trump's going to get assassinated. Also, why didn't they have at least a bulletproof glass somewhere around Trump? No, you can't do that. Visually, Trump would not want that. That would show weakness. That's almost like wearing a mask, you know? It just shows weakness. How's Bumble and Tinder going? I don't use those, man. You think those apps are good for anyone other than like Chads? Come on, that's not. Love your channel. Thanks, man. Jill Biden, Don Lemon 2028, approval rating -100. Approval in the primaries. I do want to see Jill Biden run in the primaries against AOC. Can we see Jill run at least in the primaries? I mean, I'm a Jill Biden fan. I want to see Jill do something good in 2028. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gerald. Thoughts on Harry from TikTok? I mean, yeah, so that is cringe. The Democrats, this is a widespread campaign that really goes back to like 2016, 2017. There's really no young people that will support the left without being paid. So then they paid all these kids and it's all come out. I mean, these kids are making like 6 figures to spew establishment liberal talking points. And it's like, I mean, it is kind of pathetic. What if Hillary jumps in the race again? Hillary going for round 2 against Trump. Great for the country. What do we know about the shooter? I think it's still, maybe there's, you know what, we can try and get a real update here and see if there's anything updated with this shooter. Let's see if there's an update. Did they confirm it? In America, we resolve our... Yeah, there's Biden messing up again. But we're not going to go at Biden. We expect it. Remember what I said about 5 mess-ups every day? This is typical Biden. Let's bring the country together. More footage that's come out from the rally. The less it looks like incompetence. Plenty of time and opportunity to eliminate the threat. Yeah, they're calling for the shooter.
Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
Was he on the ground there? Or he's already on the roof, I think. I wonder if they've got video of him climbing onto the ladder.
Yeah, look. There he is.
He's on the roof. There he is. This is real bad. I lost my light. This is real bad. You've got Trump supporters, at this point at least a dozen, saying he's on the roof and they won't do anything. Yeah, this is such an epic moment. Phil, it's such an epic moment. Biden is AI. Well, no, AI can at least talk. Trump, Haley would be an unstoppable ticket. Trump would never do that, man. Come on. I know they're trying to mend everyone and get Nikki Haley to talk at the RNC, but Trump's not going to do that. There's no way. Do I think Trump pardons those jailed for January 6th? As many as he can, yeah. Trump or Vivek in a boxing match, one-on-one? I mean, Vivek's out there playing tennis and stuff. I don't know if you saw that during the primaries. Vivek's in pretty good shape. You feel like people underestimate Russian military force power? Well, yeah, the reason people underestimate them is, and I know NATO is helping, but they've struggled here against Ukraine. Like, let's be honest. Now, Russia does have a ridiculous amount of natural resources. They're very powerful. I agree. But, I mean, you're struggling against Ukraine, even with NATO help. It's not like there's NATO troops. The most believable explanation is it was an inside job. Well, they let it happen. I mean, you've got Trump supporters saying he's on the roof. It's like the one spot you can potentially assassinate Trump from at this rally. I mean, Jesus Christ. Dude was just chilling. Dude's just chilling with looking through his scope at Trump for 3 minutes, apparently. Or what was it, 42 seconds, they said at least? If Trump picks Youngkin, he will be the president. Yeah, that's a common... I mean, it's understandable. Youngkin's going to appeal a lot, especially to independents. Have I ever been to Springfield, Ohio? No, I haven't. But yeah, it's real bad what happened to Springfield. Vivek or DeSantis for VP? Well, it just depends, man. I mean, probably Vivek. I don't mind DeSantis, but probably Vivek. Yeah, you want to hear the call between Biden and Trump? Yeah, probably really awkward. Would I vote for Mr. Beast if he was running? No. Am I ready for college football 25? Yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed with a few things, but, finally getting a college football video game. Yeah, I know, I heard about that. He didn't make the rifle team. But obviously, I mean, there was some preparation that went into it. He knew where to go. He knew to be on the roof and kind of, how the roof angles, he could kind of hide himself better. But really, they saw him anyways. They just didn't shoot at him first. They let him shoot first. How long do you think Trump's injury Trump is already basically, it's not going to be something that hampers him on the campaign trail. I personally don't know, maybe a month or maybe a few months. I don't know the exact injury to his ear. Barron was behind Trump. You can see his reaction. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, people are really behind Barron. People want Barron to run for president already at the age of 18. Lori Lightfoot 2028. You know what? She was better than this new mayor they've got. She was an OG. Would Mr. Beast be a Democrat or Republican? Well, he would do the grift where he's like, I'm independent, but I'm slightly left. Come to the Philippines. Yeah, the Philippines. You know what? The Philippines it's a tropical place. I used to watch Survivor. They would always have seasons at the Philippines. Do I like the Pepsi Center, now called Ball Arena? I think it's kind of bland. In Denver, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Barron is like 7 feet. Yeah, Barron mogs everyone. Hell of a lot of crocodile tears from Democrats. Well, it really doesn't make sense. I mean, according to Democrats, this shooter, he's almost a hero. Because Trump is the worst thing ever. He's going to kill our democracy. If they believe what they're saying, this is huge. They should be happy he tried. And some of them came out and said that in little TikTok videos and whatever. Let me just tell you guys something. This is why I said the country was teetering. We all know that if Trump was shot in the head and his brain matter was spewed everywhere on the stage, today there would be videos of Democrats throwing parties and they would be on social media. That's why the country's in a bad place right now. Me and Owen Schroyer could be cousins. Oh, from InfoWars, the dude. I think they jailed him for January 6th. Owens, yeah, I've seen some Owen stuff. He used to own liberals. I remember watching YouTube videos, go to these events, the Trump-Hillary stuff. He's a good dude. Makes you so thankful you left woke ideology. Well, it's all a guilt trip, especially if you're white. If you're white and woke, you have to hate yourself. And you have to say, I'm at fault. I'm guilty. We've invented all this stuff as white people, but no, we've stolen everything. Even though we've made basically everything, we've created the greatest country, most powerful country on earth on record. But no, we're guilty. We stole everything. Did Biden talk to Trump? Yeah, he did. Doesn't that go for both sides, though? Chris, yeah, you're right. No, I agree, Chris. I agree, you're right. But I'm just saying, in general, that's, and that's a good point. It does go because Republicans and Democrats, so partisan right now. There's never, I just don't think, especially with Trump, there's ever going to be a common ground. Even something like this, where it's a badass moment in U.S. history, a president almost getting assassinated, it clips his ear, and then the dude shoots someone else, one of the attendees. Destiny is crashing on Twitter. He overdosed on January 6th. Destiny overdosed. Give it time. Don't go too hard on him. He's high from January 6th. He snorted January 6th and overdosed on it. Do you think New Mexico and Nevada will flip red? Well, those are two very different states in terms of, chances. Nevada, I would say Trump probably has about an 80% chance. You could say, 75, but certainly Nevada is trending heavily towards Trump. The no tax on tips is huge with Nevada, and I just think in general with Vegas, it seems like Nevada's trending to Trump. They like that style, and I think Trump's going to win Nevada. New Mexico is going to be harder. Why they're losing? Because they're fighting 45 countries and they have the same technology as Russia, and the US is giving. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I would be pissed off if I was Russia. Will Trump have another assassination attempt come during his presidency? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you can't predict that. I mean, Trump, to be fair, really there was only that one moment when Trump was in the primaries in 2016 in Ohio where the dude rushed the stage, and I remember that because someone reminded me on Twitter about it. Trump was, but other than that, I don't think Trump has had a crazy scare. There was a few other moments where they got on top of him, but obviously nothing like what happened yesterday. Did you see the Reagan assassination attempt that in I think 81? That was on Twitter, man. They responded to that like crazy. DG to represent the Democratic Party. My liberal arc is going to go insane. I'm going to turn into just a fanatic. Guys, I'm switching. There's going to be a 2-hour documentary tomorrow on how Trump's a terrorist. January 6th was the worst thing in history. I'm sorry, I have to do it. I have to do it. You're right, well, the reason January 6th would be irrelevant, this is what I always said. January 6th was all about political leverage. They wanted to make January 6th as bad as humanly possible so they could have the political leverage. That's why you see all the informants and all the people going in. They wanted it as bad as possible. They show the crocodile tears. Nancy Pelosi says she's feared for her life. They wanted this because they wanted to use it as political leverage and say Trump and his rhetoric are horrible. They've completely lost their political leverage with what happened yesterday. It's 1,000 times worse. Trump was a centimeter from dying and having his brain blown out. A future president and a past president. Trump's up in all the polls. And so they've lost all their political leverage. That's the point. And they still lash out and talk about January 6th. Trump is a joke. Well, I mean, I guess that's an opinion. I think he'll get New Mexico, Virginia, New Jersey, and Maine will flip. Well, Maine only has 2 electoral votes. It wouldn't surprise me if Maine flipped. Land in Greenland, Bitcoin in 2015. Dude, that's hilarious. I love doing that video on Greenland. It became irrelevant pretty much immediately, though, unfortunately, with what happened yesterday. You do like the face cam in recent videos? Well, dude, you know what's funny about the face cam? I don't have to edit anything. So it's way better. I mean, obviously, when I don't do face cam, I have to edit all the photos in and things like that. When the Dems start to lose their... Yeah, I mean, I thought this could potentially bring people together. Dems have lashed out even more. They've all come out. They say they're sad because Trump didn't die. They wanted him to die. And we're just never going to be able to come together. Thomas Crook's uncle worked for Bernie's campaign. Is that something that just came out? Imagine if Trump had a rally at the Coliseum and the shooter was on Mount Davis. Dude, what an odd thing to think. I respect that. That's an interesting thought. The debate was Russian disinformation. No, I agree. Russia is controlling everything. They're going to get Trump reelected. The election was a lot better when the economy was a lot better when Trump was, yeah, I mean, they're going to argue that the economy's good now, but like I always say with inflation, the prices, the amount of money people have to spend, there was a metric that I wish I could find. It was like Americans have in terms of their family net worth, gross net worth, it's the lowest it's been in a while. Certainly the lowest, Trump's, the family net worth was higher. Under Obama, it was higher. But now it's ridiculously low. What's your obsession with 9/11? Well, there's no obsession. It's a historic thing. Thomas Crooks or Lee Harvey Oswald? Well, it's always going to be Lee Harvey Oswald. I mean, that kid's a shrimp little But obviously, it's going to be huge. There's no doubt about it. Crook's dad is a registered Democrat. The left will run with him being a Republican as copium. Well, they already have. I mean, for them, there was a retweet. It was completely false. They're like, oh, he's this huge MAGA Republican. Where do you get any information on that? It is total cope. They know it looks so good for Trump surviving that. Hunter Biden is Joe's top advisor. Yeah, you're right on that. That is true. Yeah, so this is what someone was saying. There were few actual Secret Service agents posted at the Butler rally site. A lot of them were temporary Homeland Security agents. Yeah, I mean, Jill was hogging them all. Jill was hogging them. Our political opponents are domestic extremist terrorists. Well, hey guys, calm down the heated rhetoric. Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be swung one way or another. I mean, they're going to swing an attempt on Trump's life where he comes between like a centimeter of dying. Would you vote for Hunter if he ran? Well, as long as he goes on, does a debate, he does coke during the debate, I'll do it. I'll vote for him. I did predict Fairleigh Dickinson over Purdue, yes. That was an amazing moment in my career, you're right. Can't help but think Crooks was 12 years old when Trump first took office. Completely ridiculous. Yeah, you're right. If you're right because he's 20 now. Remember when Jill was on the cover of Vogue? Well, Jill, she wants all the spotlight. She's the queen. She's taking all the security. He won on substance just means, well, no, that was the liberal cope. That means they had to shift it because they knew Biden looked so bad. So they played the fake bipartisan thing, and they're like, well, no, I admit that Biden looked bad at the beginning, but he won in terms of the actual substance. Meanwhile, you can barely understand Biden. He messes up every sentence. He's like, what are you talking about? And no, he didn't. The legendary Michigan-Alabama streak. Was that legendary? I mean, that was a good Rose Bowl, yes. Yeah, I have had memberships for a while. I just never announced it. Are Jill and Hunter a thing? That's an interesting question. You wonder if the shooter had left a note inside his own. Yeah, that's all gonna have to come out, man. It's just too soon for that. But it's possible. I mean, but people are gonna say, well, CNN was saying it takes like a long time to break into somebody's phone that you can't get into. I don't know. I don't know how that's possible, but I mean, Apple has upped their security significantly. I mean, you think Apple be able to break into it? What state am I from? Ohio. Ohio was a big swing state here for a while, and we have less. We've got less attention now. We've swung a bit. Really, since 2016, we've swung. Even Biden's Oval. Yeah, well, Biden had to say something, so they did their official announcement. Does anyone know if Biden's still doing the interview tomorrow? He's supposed to do another big interview tomorrow. You're in Ohio too. What do you think of Ohio State? I mean, Ohio State's going to be loaded, but they're always loaded, man. They've had a real big problem with choking like the last 5 or 6 years. USA gets Greenland, Denmark gets Rhode Island. Denmark having Rhode Island would be the weirdest thing ever. Dems coped so hard with it was staged. Do they? Well, I thought Republicans were the crazy conspiracy theorists. Now we've got Dems saying it was staged, even though someone died, and you could see the bullet whizzing past Trump's head. But no, Republicans are horrible conspiracy theorists. You work at the Redskins Stadium. Yeah, it's a total dump. Cincinnati, what's up, man? The View thinks Trump will win and send them to a camp in Russia. Well, yeah, Rachel Maddow did come out and say, she's like, I mean, she admitted, she's like, I think if Trump wins genuinely, I did a video on this, and the thumbnail is just like this fence in front of Rachel Maddow as she's fake crying. But how many times does Rachel Maddow have to fake cry? Every time you watch a clip of Rachel Maddow, it's all fake crying. We've got Van Jones fake crying like 5 or 6 times within the last few weeks. They go straight to the fake cry. Do a meet and greet in Canada. I don't think that's gonna. I can do something like that, man. A meet and greet in Canada. Who's using Joe Biden as their puppet? He's clearly not all there. NATO is. NATO is using Biden. It's sad. And then NATO is like, please don't leave the White House, Joe. We love you. Well, yeah, they love him because they can take advantage. The United States has no right to own Greenland. Well, yeah, if we purchase it, we do. I mean, we purchased Alaska. You can do it if Denmark agrees to it. Meet and greet in China. Gloggendong. I'll be in Gloggendong next week if anyone's interested. You live 50 minutes north of Milwaukee. Should you be scared? What, because of the RNC? No. Canadians love DG. Dude, I saw something about Canada going pretty far right wing. It's now we'll see what happens. You know, it seemed like in Europe they were, France, the right wing was going to win, but we'll see. Canada, it seems like it's going more right wing. What is NATO basically? North Atlantic Treaty Organization, I think that's what it stands for. You like how CNN reported as Trump falling down? Well, that was just, it was almost like it was, everyone's obviously seen all the media and what they've said. It's like it's fake. Like, we can all see it. What are you talking about? Trump falls down? It's like they're trolling us, Meet and greet in North Korea. Yeah, the North Korea. What about North Korea at that hotel? What is that hotel called? I did a video on it, the abandoned hotel. No, you're right. Joe, it's important to get Greenland now. Trump can get Greenland. I did a video on Greenland, and unfortunately, with what happened yesterday, nobody really watched it. But yes, Greenland is very important, and you look at the population, you can purchase Greenland. It only has a population of 56K. Denmark controls it. You give Denmark some money. I mean, you can do it. But I also think the EU might be involved in that. The EU is involved with everything. How about the EU censoring all the big platforms? They can't help themselves, and Musk has to expose it. Do I like Olive Garden? I actually do not like Olive Garden, no. Meet and greet in Butler, PA. Go to the site. Go to the crime scene. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Yeah, NATO. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. CNN becoming The Onion. Well, The Onion is like really left wing now. I know it's like a funny news thing, but they've gone left, really left. Because the Babylon Bee is like the right wing version of that satirical news. Why do we want Greenland? I haven't heard this before. Well, Trump tried buying Greenland in 2019. Greenland has over $2 or $3 trillion in natural resources. Most of it needs to be excavated under glaciers. And obviously, Denmark doesn't have the means to do that. Greenland is a huge thing for Trump's legacy, guys. I'm telling you. What do I think about the timing of the assassination attempt right after Biden's debate performance? Well, sir, I mean, listen, it was clear as day going into Trump's rally, and obviously it was just a random rally for Trump. But I'm just saying where we were at in terms of the election, the Democrats were eating themselves. They were screwed. They're split. No matter who they chose, nobody likes Kamala. Nobody likes Biden. So it's going to be very hard for them to win. I'm not saying it's impossible, but obviously going into that rally, it was like something we haven't seen. It's not like they were galvanized behind Biden. Like, it's one thing for Biden to, have a bad debate and then they stay behind him and CNN stays behind him. That's not what happened. So obviously, in terms of like taking out Trump, I mean, here's the question. If they take out Trump, do they postpone the RNC? Is it a scramble at the RNC for who gets the nomination? Who gets the nomination? Is it Nikki Haley? Nikki Haley said she was going to give up her delegates to Trump, but now does she get the nomination by default? Does Vivek rise up as a folk hero and try and get the nomination? Protect the Orange King at all costs. Well, now Biden's orange as well. They're both orange. Stephen Colbert ripping off his glasses. Dude ripped off his glasses. He couldn't stand it. He's so triggered. He was looking at the polls. He goes on a rage fest, rips off his glasses, and I took a photo of it and posted it on Twitter. The dude had a meltdown, and he's sweating. He's profusely sweating. His glasses are ripped off, and he's like this. He's like looking into the camera real close. Deranged. Meet and greet on the sun. Maybe Neptune, I would say. I'd go to Neptune. Timing right before RNC is too suspicious. Yeah, I mean, it would be a shit show if that actually happened, and it was a centimeter away from happening. The shooter waltzed up there, and he got the shot. He got, I think, 2 shots, and then obviously shot someone else in the crowd, or multiple people in the crowd. Why should people vote for a pointless election? Well, you can't demoralize yourself, man. I mean, listen, I guess my retort to that is if you think everything's rigged, why would they let Trump win in 2016 when Hillary won the popular vote? Like why wouldn't they just, I mean, Trump barely won that election. Are you going to do a live stream dynasty? I don't think a live stream dynasty. Biden won't reach 200 electoral votes. I mean, I think it depends on New York for that, honestly. If he loses New York, then you're probably right. Then you're definitely right, I would say. How many diapers does Biden go through every hour? TW, remember when they were doing the D-Day celebration in Normandy, Biden shit himself. Jill literally had to take him behind the back. There's video of it and change his diaper. And Macron is just like, what's going on? He's looking around like, where's Biden? And they tell him, Biden shit himself. Jill's changing him. They got to get more baby powder. This is crazy stuff. Will Trump do a rally at Thomas Crook's house? Well, is it true that their family did have the trans lives matter thing, I think? I mean, there's so much stuff that's being reported. It's why there's going to be a lot of erroneous reporting. Election night special. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's doing that. Election night streams. Ask Me Anything live stream. I mean, that's basically what this is. I guess this is more political, though. Very difficult in New York. There's a lot of angry people, immigrants crisis, but a lot of oh yeah, New York is I mean, New York City, it's going to be extremely liberal. It's going to be very hard for Trump to win New York even after everything that's happened, but obviously people are wondering now with the internal polls saying before this crazy event that made Trump a hero, New York was already potentially in play. Biden internals admitted it, and now this happens. Are those the Twin Towers behind you? Yeah, they're Lego Twin Towers. They're little models. Do I think Biden sent the shooter? Well, let's just say there's a lot of suspicious things. when it comes to well listen, I'll say it, probably not Biden. Biden is not calling the shots within their party. It would be more of a Democrat figurehead doing it, not Biden. I don't think Biden's really in control or has power of anything. But again, I know people say, well, Biden, he's obsessed with being the leader. He's been the politician for so long. It's just hard for me to rationalize Biden actually like putting his foot down and people respecting him. It's like, dude, you can't even walk upright. You need a cane. He's wobbly when he walks. It's sad. Please make more stadium videos on old stadiums. I think I've done a lot of those, man. I don't know if there's anyone's left. Yeah, Biden has a special diapers that apparently come from China. What do you think about the Secret Service woman trying to get her gun out and she couldn't get out of the holster, or she couldn't put it back in? Yeah, that's horrible. There's zero reason that women should be in that role. It's not sexist. It's the truth. Our political leaders need to be protected, and everyone is agreeing with it now. That's not like a crazy thing for me to say. Everyone agrees with that. I should be the VP. Trump needs to come in. I'll be the VP. I'll watch over Barron. Let me help Trump strategize this. I'm coming into RNC tomorrow. You live in LA, it's hell. Yeah, LA's, I'm sure, still very liberal. I mean, dude, the Democrats, they've dug in. Like, if you look at any of the major Democrat, like you want to call them influencer accounts, they're all still Team Biden or Team Harris. I mean, some of them have switched from Biden, but they're all out there saying Trump's rhetoric caused him to get shot. And that's what they're going with. So they've dug in. That's fine. There's no, they can't even say, well, Trump, I mean, that's a badass moment. There's none of that. Tom Brady for VP. Yeah, remember when Tom Brady had that Trump hat in his locker in like 2015? And everyone's like, oh my God. Well, at that point, Trump really wasn't like, they didn't hate Trump completely because they didn't think he could win. What gun did the Secret Service have? Well, it looked like she had a pistol. Yeah, she had a pistol. It looked like they all up there had pistols. And then they covered Trump, and then they got the announcement that the shooter was down. I do find it a little strange, but I guess it's protocol. I mean, you would think that there might be another shooter, or maybe we should just make sure that the premises is scouted, is clean. But they immediately got Trump up, and Trump wanted his moment because he's very genius with things like that. And obviously, just very lucky in terms of where the bullet hit, him being able to be fine. What do you think Muhammad Atta would think of Trump? Muhammad Atta, I mean, he just hated the U.S. for their involvement in the Middle East. I don't think he'd like Trump. Joe Burrow endorsed Trump. I mean, I could see that happening. I don't know if you're trolling me, but I could see that happening. Yeah, I know. Antonio Brown has been endorsing Trump recently. Yeah, no, I know liberals are pissed. They wanted him dead. Taylor Swift endorsed Biden. Imagine Taylor Swift. Somebody sent me a rumor in a DM that said there was going to be an open DNC and that Taylor Swift was going to be one of the potential candidates that delegates were going to go to. Taylor Swift off the top rope. She's the nominee. Imagine. No, it's not going to happen. I think they're going to stick with Biden. Glock 19 Generation 5, that's the gun. Woman in white shirt behind Trump right before he got shot reacted very suspicious. Well, I do think it's important to understand when you have something like that, obviously none of the patrons, none of the people there are expecting it. And that's why they had a delayed reaction. They thought it was fireworks or something. You don't just immediately duck and hide. But I mean, I'll rewatch it and see. But normally you'll get a lot of that. You'll get a lot of bad, erroneous eyewitness accounts that say there were 4 or 5 shooters because they hear different things. They think it's different directions. It's just very hard to process that in real time. Joe Rogan for VP. Yeah, Trump would mog Joe Rogan for sure. Joe Rogan, I think he needs to get Trump on the podcast. It's gonna have to happen now in the next few months. and it's going to seal the victory. I'm kidding, but Joe Scarborough and Rachel Maddow 2024. Well, Joe Scarborough is just a total clown, and now he's actually come out against Biden. But remember when Scarborough said, this is the best Biden's ever been, just completely lying to the American people. No repercussions, no problems. 3 months ago, he said this is the sharpest Biden's ever been. It is a total outright lie that is just said to try and help Biden in terms of politics. Who's hotter, Sydney Sweeney or Nancy Pelosi? Well, I think Nancy's probably got bigger boobs. It's close there. Dana White for VP. Yeah, Dana White, I saw he donated to the people. There were like a few of the top donors. Vivek had like a $30K donation. Dana White had like a $50K donation. I saw. Biden should get dreads. Yeah, he's got to do something radical to change up his campaign. Well, you have to understand, Jaden, he's introduced the Whisper. The Whisper is now his signature move. And so he thinks he's going to win now with the Whisper. And he's going to bring out the Whisper in Biden hates blacks. Well, he's getting dreads and he's going to bring out the Whisper to woo them. You think that's the best you've ever seen Biden? Oh, and in what he said tonight? Oregon is not going for Trump. No, I don't think Oregon is. Biden should win Oregon. I think, like, if we want to be realistic about it, I think Biden's going to win Oregon still by like 10 points, maybe 8. The Whisper is creepy. Yeah, that was Hunter's idea. Hunter told him to do the Whisper. Elon Musk for VP. Well, Elon has come out and supported Trump. We're going to see if he donates like $1 billion or a few billion. Do I think the attempts to lead changes in political discourse or policies related to security and protection of public figures? Yeah, I mean, Trump's going to get a new team. Listen, what's come out now is apparently he did not have a lot of Secret Service detail. Jill stole them all because apparently she gets them all because she's in the administration over Trump. And so they're going to say it's a bunch of local people that were trying to protect Trump, and that was the problem. But yeah, I think obviously some things are going to happen. Trump's probably going to get his own private team. What do you think of the DEI hires across America? Well, I mean, obviously it's absurd. Remember when Cuban and Elon Musk got into a fight about DEI and I mean, Cuban got destroyed. I did a video on it. Cuban didn't even know what he was talking about. He's just like, this is what Cuban said. He said, I don't want to hire them just because they're a certain race. Well, that's literally what DEI is. There's quotas, and that's what was in colleges. That was the affirmative action in colleges. It was like it has to be 20% black, 25. I mean, that's what it was. Scroll already. I mean, let's see what we've got here. Senate House Democrat tells Axios that they have resigned themselves to a second Trump presidency. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of these leaks with these Democrats being just totally demoralized. There were a lot of them after the debate as well. I mean, do these leaks really mean anything? I mean, a lot of them probably are demoralized, like the ones that panic and stuff. We're all just focused on expressing condolences. I mean, I saw another tweet that said, look at this, we've resigned ourselves to a second Trump presidency. An attempt on Reagan resulted in a 10-point favorability boost. Oh, Trump's going to get a favorability boost for sure. Has Legends Tower started construction? No, I don't think it's going to start until 2025 at least. Look into David Pakman. Yeah, no, I saw him on Rogan a while ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. Biden is an embarrassment. I'm surprised RFK tried to go crawling back to the Democrats. That surprises me. RFK voice gonna limit? Yeah, no. RFK voice, his voice screws him. I mean, if we want to be honest about it, serious question: would you rather live in Nazi Germany or modern North Korea? I mean, me being Irish, I think that's a lose-lose, man. RFK should be the next in the next debate. With his voice, it's hard. It's hard to listen to, man. But I like RFK. Yeah, I did have Biden's face up for a while. Oh, man. RFK sounds like a Sesame Street Muppet. Oh, that's... I gotta respect that. I do respect that. Yeah, so that is the narrative. You're right, that's the narrative. Dems sticking with Biden because the year is lost. I might do a video on that tomorrow. Can't damage someone new. Well, you also have to understand, that was the narrative even before Trump got shot at. Now it's basically on steroids. So that's why, if you notice, after Trump got shot at, the poly market and everything, now Biden is the massive favorite to be the Democratic nominee. Not that they're conceding, but it basically is them saying, all right, this is probably not going to happen, or they're going to have to at least, take some time before they could potentially get Biden out. The Paul Bros endorsed Trump. Well, that's not surprising. Do you have a Twitter account we can follow? Yeah, just it's at RealPatrickMCL, or just go into any of my videos. It's in the description. The link is in the description. AOC in 2024, maybe AOC in like 2036, she might get a shot. What in the hell were the women doing? Yeah, the women's security, it's a total mess. Robert De Niro really believes Trump is going to destroy... Well, yeah, you remember Robert De Niro outside of Trump's, outside of the New York court, he was going crazy. Remember, they had him reading off a script and the wind was blowing, and he was like trying to read off the script because he didn't even memorize it with the Democratic talking points. And so he was reading off the script, but the wind was blowing the script up, so he had to keep and then the script blew away and he had to go chase it down, and he's like, all right, I got it. And he's just reading off talking points on a script on a piece of paper that was crinkled up. He literally pulls out of his pocket a crinkled up piece of paper and says, Trump evil, Trump bad. Hold on, it's windy. I can't see this. I don't even know what to say. I'm just trying to read off the Democrat talking points. They made a Civil War movie with Obama. Yeah, Obama made it. And then the white people were evil. That's beautiful. That's just great. Are you going to make a video about what would have happened in the immediate aftermath if yesterday played out differently? Well, that's certainly crazy speculation. I mean, I was thinking about doing that, but I personally, I don't really know. Like, that's the thing is, people were saying Civil War for sure. I mean, if we seriously were headed for a Civil War and were saved by an inch, the country is not in good health. There's no doubt about it. Red Eagle gave me yeah, Red Eagle's a good dude. He makes good videos. I've seen his stuff. He's a good dude. They deleted the Bulls. Yeah. Did they just delete that, or was that earlier? I think they kept it up for a while, and you're saying they just deleted it. Do you think we will see his phone records? I mean, the public's gonna have to demand stuff. We can't keep doing this. This kid, obviously, something was planned. It was planned out. The kid knew where to go. I mean, have you guys seen the recent update where the local police officer climbs up the ladder before the kid shoots Trump? The kid aims his gun at the police officer goes back down, and then he shoots Trump. That's been reported now. No, I don't have an Instagram, man. Well, actually, you know what? I do have an Instagram. Somebody made me an Instagram, and they just were uploading like short clips for me for free, and then the dude, stopped doing it. But if you search me up on Instagram, I think I'll show up. But I don't have any photos or anything like that. It's just clips from my videos that were taken because I was trying to do short form content. Because obviously you can get a lot of views off of short form content. I know that, and I really haven't been doing a good job with that. Wow, Racer, I appreciate that. Elon Musk endorsed Trump. Yeah, that happened yesterday right after the shooting. Pretty epic. Never got the Nashville Manifesto. Crazy. We know what it was. It was a transgender that hated Christians. It was that's what it was. Do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord. Let me tweet out the Discord link. Or yeah, I'll tweet it out. I'll tweet out the Discord link and then maybe put it as a community note. 538 discrediting themselves. Yeah, dude, 538 is rage bait. I would not pay attention to it. Its model does not make sense. They need to at least disclose how their model works. It's like all the polls have Trump up by 5 and he's up by 0.3 according to their model. Got to go eat dinner. Nice chatting. Man, you must be on the West Coast. I mean, it's 10:38 here, but yeah, nice chatting, bro. There was the shooter's Insta account. No, I don't think that was his account, unless you're talking about someone else. There was an Instagram account that got leaked that was like a crazy left-wing person with the same name. I don't think that was him. Remember when the dude deleted it, but there was a dude that looked exactly like the shooter, and he's like, my name is Matthew Crooks. I hate the Democrats. I hate Donald Trump. And you just got trolled. Because they had a photo of him. The one side shot that wasn't actually him. Do I go on other podcasts? I don't think I've ever gone on anyone's podcast, no. I was going to go on someone's podcast, but I didn't do it. You got to eat soon. Yeah, man, I know you're in Oregon. But that's dude, you eat at like dinner at 8 o'clock at night, 7:30. That's pretty late for a dinner. Did you ever see the Civil War movie? Yeah, with the Obama directed one. Yeah, if that's what you're talking about. Do I think Illinois could go red? It's interesting you mentioned Illinois. There's really no polling out of Illinois. I did see a few polls from a while ago that had Biden up by 10, which is bullish news for Trump considering all the stuff that's come out. But I think it's gonna be very hard. It's an uphill battle with Chicago, obviously. And please don't do a speculation type of video. Yeah, I mean, the problem with these events, there's just so much false information. I mean, and that's to be expected. It's to be expected. Took focus off of Biden. What, the attempts? Well, it got a lot worse for Biden because Trump now looks like a total badass. I mean, that's one of the biggest moments in U.S. history. I'm not kidding. The bullet missed him by a centimeter. He gets up and says, while blood is dripping down the side of his face, it's unbelievable. Why do Dems hate white people? Well, it's all about white guilt. They all hate themselves. Most of the white, not all of them, but it's more of like a cult white guilt thing. And now, so you guys have heard about the new thing that they're doing. I mean, I guess they've been doing this, but now it's really ramping up. All Trump supporters, it's all a cult. Yeah, we're the cult. You guys believe that men can get pregnant, but we're the cult. Okay, that makes sense. Illinois won't go red because of Chicago area. Well, I mean, that's the obvious thought that it wouldn't go red, but it is interesting. There were polls that had Illinois as Biden plus 10 before all of this happened, before the debate happened. I'm guessing the new Illinois polls will probably still have Biden up by a lot, though. It's just hard. It's hard to flip a state like that. The United States is so partisan. People are just not gonna cross over. Is this the biggest American historical event? Whoa, 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 whoa. Daniel. I'm going to stop you right there. Daniel, the thing is, I witnessed January 6th. And January 6th, I mean, it's like the worst thing in history. So, no, it's not. I mean, January 6th is so much bigger. Is New York turning red? Well, certainly. New York was turning red during the midterms, if you saw. Yeah, New York. New York is with the crime and immigration. They've shipped them all to New York. All the immigrants. They take up these hotels. These hotels, they cost like thousands of dollars every night. It's immigrants staying in them. That makes a lot of sense. We need to pause the immigration and start the deportation. It's pausing the immigration, starting the deportation. That's what needs to happen. And I think that's what Trump said is going to happen. Trump wants to deport around 20 million. That's what I heard. I did a video on it back in like April about Trump's mass deportation plan that he's going to enact. January. I don't know if I can say that actually, man, because, you know, New Jersey has a higher chance of turning red than New York. So if New York is red, New Jersey's probably +5 or +6 for Trump. And we've got internals that already say New Jersey's a swing state. That was before Trump's badass, you know, fist after the assassination attempt. How many electoral votes do I genuinely think Trump will get? I did do a video on that, trying to be as accurate as possible. I think it's in the 340s, maybe low 350s right now. I mean, on the low end, I think you go 306 to 312 on the low end. $320 million will do. Yeah, 20 million. That is going to be hard to deport. If Puerto Rico had electoral votes, dude, I was going to do a hypothetical video on that. Puerto Rico's liberal, man. Let's give Greenland 2 electoral votes. They'll be right wing. Bring on more electoral votes. Is January 6th a disease? I mean, January 6th is the ultimate figurehead. It is the god. It's everything. We've got like people building. This is what they do. These liberals, they build with toothpicks a reenactment of January 6th. They build up the Capitol. It's all with toothpicks. It's taken them years to build this. And they've got with toothpicks, they glue them together. All of the Trump supporters going into the Capitol. This is better than the Mona Lisa. It's crazy art they're doing. I can't believe I was alive for January 6th. I just can't believe it. Give Greenland gets 2 electoral votes, man. They got a very small population. You know what? Greenland gets 3 electoral votes. If we're going to give DC 3 electoral votes, come on. But DC does have a much bigger population. January 6th should be a holiday where everyone gets a day off. Yeah, well, didn't they do that with a date where black people get a day off? And then everyone else has to work. I don't know. Isn't it? It might be in May. I don't remember. Do you think liberals will worship the Obamas and Clintons as much as they worship January 6th? Well, I have heard rumors Obama's jealous of January 6th because liberals are now replacing the Obama shrines with, like, what they've done is, you know, the dates on the calendar, and you can blow up the dates and magnify it, and they've blown up just the date of January 6th, and now they've replaced the Obama shrine with all of the candles around it with just January 6th, the date, the singular date. It's in Roman numerals. The font is like 4,000, and it's just plastered across their room, and Obama is so, I mean, he's jealous now. Yeah, but no, Atlas, you have to understand, we need to at least get these people to participate in the election. So I would say give them 2 electoral votes. Just give them 2 electoral votes. Hopefully they'll be conservative. Do you think Obama was a good president? No. I mean, obviously, Obama, certainly was better than Biden, but no, I do not think he was a good president. Replace the election with a duel. Well, I mean, Trump did ask Biden to a golf. He wanted a golf match. Which normally blue states will go red this time? Well, if you're talking about normally blue and not total swing states, it would be Nevada. But on top of that, I'd say Minnesota would be the first one, and then Virginia. Do you think Trump has a lower chance of winning if Biden gets replaced or vice versa? Trump has a lower chance. Yeah, I think Biden. So you're asking who has a better chance, basically Biden or Kamala, because I don't think they're going to be able to replace Biden with anyone else unless they do something ridiculous at the DNC where it's like Michelle Obama comes in, but she's already said she's not running. So I think Biden's got a better chance than Kamala. Honestly, I do. Now with Kamala, they could try and swing it and say, "Oh, she's younger, she's a better debater," But I don't even think women are going to fall for the whole idea of being the first female president. They don't want Kamala to be the first female president because she didn't get elected, she was given it, and it's a bad stain. That would be the highest rated. Yeah, that would be amazing to see something like that. Will DeSantis be the Republican nominee in 2028? That's a good question. DeSantis, it's come out. He's putting out early feelers. He's gearing up. He will be running in 2028. He obviously got crushed by Trump. There's no doubt about it. But I'm just saying, I heard DeSantis probably is going to be running. It's all in the news. Got to head out. Yeah, normally I go for around 2 hours, so I'll be heading out here too. Hunter was yelling at Obama. Yeah, he was like, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy, please, no! They're gonna get me. They're gonna send me into prison." But I mean, I think Biden can still pardon Hunter unless his case drags on. Even if Biden is a lame duck, I said it feels like Biden is a lame duck right now, mainly because of how, cognitively declined he is. Kamala loses white voters in the Rust Belt. Oh no, you're right. And you want to know the one underrated thing about Biden? Old people vote for Biden. And there's been polls that have been done, and it's like, do you want Biden replaced? And this is within the Democratic Party and really just even independents. And it's always the old people that like Biden. Obviously, the young people, the really far progressives, they don't like Biden. They think he's terrible for what he's done. He's helping Israel. Those people, they all love Palestine. And they just hate, Biden's ridiculously old, I agree. But the old people apparently still like Biden. Vivek will be the nominee in 2028. I think it's probably whoever Trump endorses. I think that's who it is. Should Vivek run in 2028? Well, of course, considering he ran in 24 with Trump, now it's going to be a wide open field with Trump having already served 2 terms. Unless Trump gets his 3rd term, I'm kidding. Old people sympathy, yeah, that's probably what it is, but it is interesting because normally you think old people, all conservative, more Trump people, but no, a lot of them like Biden. I think Biden's winning old people like over the age of 65 by 2 points because they used to always go for conservatives, and Trump's doing a lot better with the younger people, especially 18 to 29. Millennials are crazy liberal, and they thought it was going to continue with younger people as well, but now it's changed with the 18 to 29. You honestly think Trump will win a few normally blue states like Colorado, New Hampshire, and New Mexico? Well, yeah, man, there are some interesting polls coming out of Colorado. It's limited, but there's been a few polls that have Biden up by 2. Now, I'm not saying, I think Colorado is going to be a hard poll for Trump. I agree. So is New Jersey. Maine and New Hampshire are a lot easier. Colorado's a tough poll for Trump no matter what. But if there's polls that say he's down by 2, if we get like a few more polls that say that, it's going to be, there's going to be a chance there. 2032, 2036, 2040, 2044. Yeah, that's impossible to predict, man. Please put your Discord server link in chat. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I think I can get it. Hold on. No, I don't even think I don't even think I'm signed into my Discord account, man. Or I might be signed into a different account. I'm not sure. Oh no, this is my account. Now, what happens with my Discord is there's going to be problems. It's probably going to not allow a lot of people to join. If a lot of people join at the same time, it might not allow it. Can you type in PO? Dude, it's why would I it doesn't make sense to even watch that on here. Why would I watch it? Listen, I don't watch that anyways, but it wouldn't make sense. Colorado's starting to shift back. Yeah, the Discord thing's going to start going off. I got to turn it down. Peyton Thorne. Dude, is he still the QB at Auburn? Is Discord like Reddit? Nah, kind of. Kind of, but not really. It's like a better version, I guess, of Telegram. Telegram's kind of a shit show. Apparently, Barron got caught with a secret boyfriend. Come on, man. You got to be making stuff up. Did anyone survive 9/11 above the crash points? Yes, several people did, especially in the South Tower. The North Tower, nobody survived. How am I still streaming? I mean, I think it's only been 2 hours. Discord basically a bunch of racists. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It's based on the community. It's not like you can see anyone's. You have to join communities. I mean, obviously there's going to be racist communities in everything. You've always thought it's weird Colorado should be a blue. You know what my state is? I've always thought Arizona should be a solid Republican state by like 10 points. I've always thought Arizona just feels like a Republican state. Does Trump run again if he loses? Dude, somebody was asking about that hypothetical. I was like, damn. I don't think so, but my God. Trump wins the Republican nomination for the 4th time in a row. Jackson Dart or Quinn Ewers? That's a good question, man. It's a good question. I'd sort of say, I guess maybe Dart for the running ability. I don't know. I don't love Dart, though. If Trump doesn't win, I think he would retire. I mean, I can't tell you, I can't tell you one way or another. Why isn't Georgia red? Dude, I thought it was a joke when the left said they were taking Georgia in 2020. And maybe it actually was, but they miraculously won it. How about the revisionist history with the election? So this is a funny thing. I love how the left is like, we knew from the start that the votes were going to be counted, the day of votes were going to be counted, and then Biden was going to come back. Well, then why was Trump literally minus 400 in live betting at midnight? Trump was minus 400 to win the election. And they factor in all the early voting. They factor in the percentage, like if Georgia's 52% counted, Trump up by 16. Trump genuinely he won Florida when everyone thought it was going to be decided by like less than 1%. He wins it by 3%. The revisionist history to sit there and say, we always knew Trump was going to lose after going up early. Literally, the betting said that Trump was going to win. The betting said it. So it's all revisionist history. The ballot harvesting in Atlanta, oh my God. They stuff the ballot boxes. It's just a lady comes out, literally like, UPS delivery. Trump getting 2 non-consecutive terms is historic. Oh, yeah. Trump should throw the first pitch at an All-Star game. Imagine. Yeah, Trump should do it and then challenge Biden to do it. Vegas doesn't know voting. Well, no, this is based off of actually how it was going on election night. Go back and look. Pennsylvania was 72% done. Trump was up by 16. I mean, my God. And then, oh my God, it's a miracle. Biden was able to win by 300 votes. Praise the Lord. We go to sleep. Trump's up by all the votes. We knew that there were going to be Biden votes coming in, but it was like, I mean, they're admitting, Trump's got like I would say like an 80% chance to win. And we wake up, it's a miracle. Biden has gone ahead in all the swing states, and they're all celebrating on TV and on CNN. There's like black women twerking on a stop sign. And it's like what just happened? So that's really what happened on election night. Are you doing week 1 college football prediction video? I mean, not right now. It's way too early for that. What states can you guarantee are going to be red? Well, I mean, there's a lot of states, obviously. A lot of states in the upper Midwest. A lot of states, obviously South Dakota. I mean, I'm not going to go off and say it. MLB is too liberal. They would never let Trump throw out the first pitch. Maybe if they need ratings, they would. Although I guess it's really not ratings because people would turn it off after the first pitch. Do you think Trump's VP matters as much now? Well, it would matter more now for sure because of the attempt where Trump was a centimeter away from dying. So it would matter more because you have to factor in what if something happens to Trump. It can't be Burgum. He can't go in. That would be terrible for Republicans. They have found social media accounts belonging to crooks. Well, you know what? Let me live react to it if they've actually found them. Let me give a live reaction. 2 hours ago. Oh, Elon Musk is talking probably about the election. Sources tell NBC that the roof is where the shooter was located, was well-known, high priority. Well, yes, it was. That's what I was saying. I literally said that's the prime time spot if you're going to assassinate Trump based off of the aerial views of any type of upper ground to try and get a sniper shot. Tulsi VP for Trump. I've always wanted Tulsi. I've always wanted him. But like these polls are so meaningless. I know they have to release them, but this poll was done through the 13th. It's not a reaction though. So this is good. These are good numbers for Trump, even if it is -3. I think Trump's gonna go up everywhere. I can't see him not. Thousands of fans rush Hard Rock Stadium without tickets. Oh my God. Is this where those soccer games are going on? Oh. Yeah, that picture of him dead came out. That came out yesterday, around like an hour after he got shot. You matched with Trump on Tinder. Man, that's a big catch for you. DG Tulsi. I mean, Tulsi's a good-looking woman, Vivek next president. There's far too much time for me to predict Vivek. Listen, this could be Vivek versus DeSantis. Vivek possibly gets the endorsement by Trump and then wins. DeSantis tries to do a redemption arc. That might be what it is. Laura Loomer, I think she has some good stuff. Some false information. It is what it is. Greenland would become what Louisiana was to France, a place where prisoners could get released if they agreed to get married and deported far away. I think Greenland would just be... We could do some good things with the coasts of Greenland in terms of vacation spots, and I just think getting more time zones would... I'm a fan of territorial expansion, but nowadays you have to do it peacefully by purchasing things, and there's just not a lot of things we can purchase right now because the populations of these places and just they care about their own heritage, so you can't really purchase them Obviously, all the land's been discovered, so, I mean, outside of Antarctica. Why is Greenland a discussion? Well, Denmark, they would sell it for the right price. Of course, they would sell it. What is Denmark doing with it exactly? They're not mining. They don't have the capacity to mine things. There's valuable stuff on Greenland. It's being just hidden right now, wasted. It's the perfect place to buy. Greenland ain't Louisiana Purchase. Well, obviously not. The Louisiana Purchase was the core lower 48, but it would be a good purchase, yes. It depends on the price. If they want $1 trillion, it's not going to happen. Have you seen? Yeah, I saw a video where they talked about him getting bullied. Yeah, I saw that video. Can U.S. can buy Canada? That'll never happen. The United States will never be able to buy Canada, even though Canada does have a low population per square mile, which is one of the characteristics when it comes to purchasing countries. There's no way. Canada, I think, is going more right wing. It's just the polls, but I did see a poll where the Conservative Party is going to get like 3/4 of the seats. That's just what I saw. You hope Vivek doesn't drop out when he runs. Well, obviously, if he doesn't drop out, he's probably going to be the nominee. That's kind of how it works. You either drop out or you're the nominee. We should just take Greenland. Yeah, I mean, we could do it. We could do it by force in terms of just threatening or saying we're taking this. We'll give you a little money to be nice. But, it's one of those things. I mean, even Trump couldn't do it in 2019. They told him no immediately. We might buy Greenland while China is buying our land near military bases. Well, that needs to be changed. Yeah, there should be no Chinese person allowed to buy land in the United States. In terms, it's just, especially near bases. I do think there's a law against that, but that's got to be changed. And that's a bipartisan agreement, by the way, that people agree. I mean, that's the most obvious thing. Why would we allow the number one adversary, who's already said they want to be more powerful than us by 2050, to buy land near our military bases? It's a soft invasion of the country. This is ridiculous. Isn't Greenland frozen? Well, yeah, it's a giant glacier, but we can extract things from it. All right, RB, good night. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. You see Biden almost say, "Make America Great Again." Well, there's so many mess-ups, Logan, at this point. I don't think I saw that one. There's just so many mess-ups. I can't see them all. It'd have to be... Look at Russia, Ukraine. It wouldn't work. No, it's not like Russia, Ukraine. Ukraine has a much bigger population. Russia's not trying to buy Ukraine. Number one, Russia would never be able to buy Ukraine because Ukraine wants to be independent. Greenland and the people on Greenland are controlled by Denmark. It's not even like, they're independent. So it's a weird situation to where you could facilitate a purchase. They found the shooter's Discord. Yeah, I'll have to do videos on this. We'll have to see what the shooter... He seems like, to be honest, kind of a weirdo. It's not like he's all out there being this crazy liberal or anything. At least that's what it looks like. Kind of more of a loner. China Navy spotted around Alaska recently. Your thoughts? Well, China's gotten very ambitious. That's interesting. They're around Alaska. Do you know how close Russia is to Alaska? It's really crazy. They could literally have a land bridge connecting the two. Or it would cost a lot of money, but they could do it. But look, when you have a situation like Taiwan and China, that's the make or break in terms of Trump's second term. That's the huge conflict. Trump's going to get peace with Ukraine and Russia, and then it's going to be China and Taiwan. And there's no great way to handle something like that. Can you send the server link again? What, did it already expire? The server link already expired. You're curious for my Discord? The link's right there, I think. Yeah, dude, my Discord. Listen, my Discord has been messed up for months now. Something happened where they added, it doesn't let people join. I don't know why. I'm not trying to gatekeep it. I said to switch it and don't have that feature. I want more people to join. But it's had that feature for a while. Biden seemed glad that Vice President Trump was okay. Yeah, I mean, Biden's doing all the things he should do, you know. He's coming out saying we need peace, you know. Trump for peace, yes. Matthew Crook's Discord. Just go on Twitter, you'll probably find it. Trump's a secret Russian spy, so obviously he'll do that. Yeah, no. When when there's a peace treaty with Russia and Ukraine, it's Trump just bending over for Putin. Trump's controlled by Putin. They're right. The left is right. Trump is getting played by Putin. He's not good. We need war. We need to continue the war and keep giving them billions and billions of dollars. It makes more sense. You turned it off? Oh, so all right. So I think you should be able to join it. If people are looking to join my Discord, Trump Gabber 2024, that would be great. I think right now it probably is going to be JD Vance, but who knows? I mean, it's been like 5 different people at this point. It just cannot. I don't think, I'd rather it not be Burgum. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe Trump's fine throughout the 4 years though. Mr. Beast should endorse Biden. Yeah, Mr. Beast, he cares about views, his bottom line. I can guarantee you he will not be endorsing anyone. Just look at the Joe Rogan strategy. He doesn't endorse anyone. Now he might endorse Trump because everyone else is, but you need a video about the Big 12. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of doing a video on that tomorrow. Ever make vids on the JFK assassination? I don't know. That's kind of like a 9/11 type thing, isn't it? Maybe. JD Vance sucks. Yeah, JD Vance would certainly not be my first choice. I'm just saying it seems like that's the way the wind is blowing. Yeah, no, I think Trump can pick anyone and he'd be fine, but obviously we see the perspective of the VP now. They would be the president if something happens to Trump, and it was very close yesterday. His Discord is trash, nothing to see. There is all old stuff. I'm the person that found the BlackRock ads with him in there, posted one to 4chan. Well, dude, if you actually found that, I don't think you found that, but if you found, how did you find that? Did you run his face scan through some type of internet thing to be able to find that video? I mean, that seems ridiculous that would even be found. That was a 3,000 view video with the comments off on BlackRock's like YouTube channel or something. I just don't know how that video could potentially be found where it's like a 1-second clip of him. They said Crook's Discord wasn't rarely used and wasn't used to promote his political views. So the Discord's a nothing burger. All right. What about you talk about solar energy? DG is right about the RFK voice. Yeah. No, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. More Titanic or national tragedy videos? Yeah, maybe. Do you have 9/11 videos on Discord? No, I don't think I have any 9/11 videos on Discord. I don't even know you could share long form videos on Discord. I mean, you can share the links, but in terms of like just putting it exclusively on Discord, no. Who would win in a fight? Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I mean, I know people were kind of look. A lot of it seems fake, so it's like, I mean, I would want to see Tyson win. Go to bed. It's 10 o'clock. No, for me it's 11. You're Central Time Zone. I'm East. I'm East Coast time, Eastern Standard Time. How do you feel about Tim Scott as VP? I don't really have I don't know, man. I don't love it personally. I would honestly maybe want Carson over Scott, but I don't think Trump agrees with that. ACC and Pac-12 are dead. Well, the ACC. I mean, it can still be a Group of 5 conference. I'd say we might get some teams from the ACC, Big Ten, and SEC might follow. Would I ever make more Roblox videos? Probably. I mean, I think I only made one video on the Twin Towers. I'm the only guy that understands politics. Well, I'm sure that there's a lot of other people as well. And obviously there's a lot of people that disagree. I mean, this is it. It's just a partisan country. This assassination plot and attempt, it's so huge for the country because it puts into... There's a YouTube account linked to Crooks, shows his comments on MSNBC channel, hating on AOC, Ben Shapiro, Trump, and Kamala makes no sense. This is getting weirder and weirder. Hating on AOC, Ben Shapiro, Trump, and Kamala. Maybe establishment, dude. This is strange. Do you know when those comments were he was posting on there? Have you ever posted videos on Rumble? Yeah, I do have a Rumble channel. It's re-uploads from YouTube. So if you see my, I hope to never, fingers crossed that I never have to use Rumble as my primary. God forbid something happens to my channel. I know it can happen with Google and stuff. But I know Rumble will not ban you or anything like that. So I had to set one up and post some videos on there and try and get a following on there. But YouTube is just so much better in terms of, the analytics and the monetization. With Rumble, all of those people on Rumble, if you guys don't understand, all of those people, like the huge people that went to Rumble, they're all getting deals from Rumble. So it's basically contracts. They don't make their money off of just monetization. With YouTube, you can make a fuck ton of money off of just monetization. I've never had any sponsorship, and I've been offered 100 times. The reason I don't have any sponsorship is I'm too lazy to read the ads. I do think that's kind of badass. I just don't give a shit. I mean, yeah, I could make more money. It just doesn't really matter. This has CIA written all over it. None of it's making sense if he was saying he hated all, he hates AOC, he hates Kamala, he hates Trump. This is very strange. Probably hated all politics. Yeah, but dude, you have, when you think about it, a Trump assassination attempt, with the rhetoric they've used against Trump, you would 100% think it would be some liberal who genuinely believes that Trump's going to... I mean, we see it on Reddit every day. There's people that say Trump's going to destroy everything. And so you would think that person trying to do it would genuinely think they're doing a good thing. Not this weirdo who hates all politics and says, oh, I'm just going to try and kill Trump. Joshua, I appreciate it, man. What if he got blackmailed? A 20-year-old blackmailed into assassinating Trump? No. I mean, maybe by liberals, I guess, yeah. But, I mean, he was going to die immediately. You should turn on Super Chats. People will pay to have their voices heard. Not sure about the process behind that, but do some streams because you can make extra money. Well, dude, I plan to do... I've never really given streaming a shot, where I consistently do it. Maybe I should try and do it every night at a certain time. I could get a base. But you know how it is with streaming. With anything on YouTube, it's a constant. You have to be consistent. So obviously I'm very consistent with uploads, but with streaming, if I do one stream and then don't stream for a week and a half and then stream again, you're not going to build up anything. He's a registered... Yeah, I know that came out. Listen, I think it's because he wanted to vote against Trump, but now it's getting very weird with his political stuff. Assassin probably brainwashed by TikTok and MSNBC. Well, that was the original thought, but some of the stuff coming out is very strange. Something with the CIA. Yeah, I mean, the entire thing is just so ridiculous. How do they expect us to believe this? It just... I mean, 700? What do you mean 700 what? Viewers? I mean, that's really good for me. Normally I only get like 100. Please send your Discord link again. Oh, so you can't go back in. Is the Discord link expired again? TCU should have never made the college football playoffs. Alabama should have made it over them. Yeah, I mean, that was like 2 years ago. I don't want to rehash that. But, I mean, obviously TCU, it was embarrassing what happened against Georgia. It says that Discord invites are paused. I'm going to have to talk to some people about that, man. I'll have to talk to some people. I don't know if a bunch of people joined the Discord and it got messed up or something. You're a registered Dem in PA, but we'll be voting for Trump for the third time. Pennsylvania is the biggest state in the election, man. It is the biggest state in the election. There's no doubt about it. It expired 20 minutes ago. Maybe we can get an update on this. I don't know. This is the annoying thing with X. It's just like, Maybe I need to buy my freaking burner account. Trump has completely scrapped his original RNC speech, says. Chance to bring the whole thing together in an interview. Oh yeah, I mean, but that's got to be obvious that Trump has to change the speech completely. I mean, this is one of the biggest events we've seen with any president. The reality is just setting in. I rarely look away from the crowd. Had I not done it in that moment, well, we would not be talking today. I mean, this is crazy. There's a chance to bring the whole country, even the world, together. This is a very good sign. What Trump is saying right here. Trump is gonna do an unbelievable, empowering speech that's not negative, and Trump is gonna use this to bring in the independents and bring the country together. This is a chance to bring the whole country, even the world, together. Trump is going reportedly with the unity theme. Yeah, Trump is certainly listening to his advisors. It's very good. Musk, other pro-Trump billionaires have helped shape the shooting narrative. Yes, no. They're so right. Freedom of speech is terrible. What Elon Musk... No, you're right. Guys, none of this would happen. We would never have a school shooting. We would never have anything. If the government just controlled everything about our lives, we would be safe. I mean, we would be safe. We would never have any assaults. We don't need cars. No, it's so right. Yes, we agree. If you take away our rights and let the government control us, we will be safe. It's such a smart idea. Ugh. Bank of America Stadium isn't that bad. Listen, man, we're not going to go through Bank of America Stadium. You saw me on I-71. I was not on a highway, brother. Come on. I was not on a highway yesterday. AOC is closer to Bernie than other Democrats. AOC and Bernie are both weirdos, man. I mean, somebody has to admit it. There's just and AOC and Bernie both came out. Why is AOC, as young as she is, coming out in support of Biden? At least have a backbone as a young person and say this dude's too old. This is absurd. All the young people in my party, all the young Democrats and Republicans want the country to get younger, but she toes the party line. She doesn't believe in anything. She comes out and supports Biden. You hate how I overrate Chase Field. Well, dude, I've ranked Chase Field in the 20s in every one of my videos. I don't know how that's overrated. I mean, I say Chase Field's like the 7th worst stadium. Should the Cubs sell at the deadline? I don't know, man. Are you going to make your channel strictly political now since those videos? No, I'm not going to make it strictly political. In fact, I'll be coming out with an Oakland Athletics video and their move tomorrow. Guys, I know a lot of people have joined my channel as an influx, but I normally do different topics. It's just what I do. It might be different because normally I've never gotten views, like 1 million views on a video, so maybe my algorithm's gotten messed up to where it could be an issue, but normally I always do different topics. I mean, obviously with the election, you're going to lean into it pretty heavily. AOC is anti-white. Meanwhile, that's how a lot of them are. They're all anti-white, but they've got white boyfriends. Fenway is the best MLB stadium. I would agree. Saints are reaching a 30-year-old agreement with the city of New Orleans. That's interesting. So they're reaching the agreement. How long does the Superdome last? The Superdome's very old. It was built in the 70s, but it just got a $400 million renovation. The guy is a registered Republican. Yeah, I mean, it's come out. He's a registered Republican. He wanted to vote against Trump in the primary. He wanted to vote for Haley. So are you doing realignment videos again? Yeah, I've already done 2 in the past few days. Does Thomas Crooks have any confirmed social media? From what I saw, he had a YouTube account and he had a Discord. And there's going to be other stuff that leaks out. Someone on Twitter said he found that. Really don't believe it, though. Crooks called Trump a dictator and a career criminal in a comment on MSNBC June 6th. Boom! There it is, if that's true. But no, Crooks is a total Republican. He loves Trump. He just... it's obvious that dude was a left wing. Did they say yet where he got the gun? I think his father. I don't know if it's confirmed yet. The kid had to have been picked up by someone or some group to do it. Yeah, that kid doesn't look like he would be he would just do it by himself. All right, guys. Normally I stream for 2 hours. It's been like 2.5 hours. I'm gonna end it off here. I'm gonna have to do something with the Discord. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know people want to join it. I know a lot of people joined it recently. There's gonna be big stuff with the RNC coming up. Trump speaking, saying he's gonna unite everyone. Trump's going to go up in all the polls. It's ridiculous. We've never seen something like this where Trump, president almost gets killed, comes up with blood on his face, and they say, oh, Trump doesn't sacrifice anything. Well, I mean, he was about a centimeter away from sacrificing his life. So that's all been disproven. This is a huge Trump lead right now, but obviously you still got to do more work, and Trump's going to just have more momentum going into the RNC. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Or, excuse me, live stream.